Hey everybody, this is Jeff here once again, bringing another video update on the progress of the TOS 1350 Enterprise. And as we can see here, secondary hull is together, sitting up here, everything all lit up, all the wires are great, and although I don't have them lit up here on the screen, the ion pods are actually working quite well. Flashing a nice good rate and everything, looking very cool and loving it. Shuttle bay on the inside of it turned out quite nicely, and when I was getting this thing together, I'm not exactly sure if it's ever been mentioned before, but I actually did not glue in the shuttle bay at all. You know, it's held together, of course, you know, the friction's holding it together, then when you get everything else, and what I'm going to do is just come in behind and just squeeze a little bit of glue in along the rim edges and stuff to, you know, keep that from doing any kind of movement. But it didn't require any. I mean, it's already such a tight fit and everything, even with all the modifications that I made to the shuttle bay that I discussed in previous videos. You know, trimming down what I had to and everything, and even making the interior shuttle bay space itself smaller than, you know, what it originally was. It was a very tight fit, and, you know, even still seeing here on the top of it, you know, it's just amazing when you're working on this kit and you're dry fitting everything together and stuff. For some odd reason it goes together, but when you go to glue this puppy, once you get it there, it just doesn't want to cooperate at that final moment. I don't know what it is. It's just weird. But anyway, though, you know, that's what putty is for. Sandpaper and, you know, everything else. So got that piece inside of there. I don't have the third part sticking in there as yet because, you know, it can go in, you know, right at the last moment. No biggie there. And of course, you know, my 5mm ground down light right there on the top for this dome to be right there on the back. And of course it'll shine through and get inside of the shuttle bay door, that control room that will be right there. So still trying to figure out something I may do that may be just a little bit cool on that. I'm not exactly sure yet. I have to test out and see if that'll work on something else first. But going around here to the sides, you can see here those windows on the back side, which sometimes are really hard to light, actually did turn out pretty good on camera here. It's amazing that the green window doesn't look like it's lit all that well, but it kind of is. It has a little bit of glow coming from it, just not as much as the others and everything, but that's fine. At least, you know, the other windows are lit and got some light coming through. And of course all the side lighting, you know, side window lighting and everything going up along the central pylon, the dorsal, the neck, whatever you want to call it. And then of course the pylon lighting. I say I was really wanting to get that done on here, and it just looks really cool. That was one that was something I really did like about the ship, was that the pylons were lit, and want to be sure that I got that. And like I said on the previous video, got that with extremely ground down 3mm LEDs. You know, I watched the video before, 2 videos back on this, and you'll see, you know, how I did it, and having those lit, and they light up rather nice. You pull back and you get that side profile with all those windows lit up on this model kit, and it looks really cool. So, you know, it's not very much else really to say on it as far as getting it together and everything. And once you get all of the internals going and making sure you have your wires coming out to where they're supposed to be going and everything, then it's really straightforward getting this kit together, and it's such a snug fit. Let me tell you, getting the pylons into the engineering hole was a bit of a feat. Once I got them together and everything, you know, the pylons, before I had inserted them in, it was a monster trying to get them slid in there. I had to keep filing down and grinding down, and, you know, sanding down and everything before they finally would go in there. It's like once you get the interior pieces, let me see here, got the instructions right here. So look at this. Okay, once you're adding these pieces in, some odd reason, I guess the fit, once I got them there, I really had to work to, you know, get them past. Like, it wasn't exactly a smooth level from wall to wall, top to bottom, along the sides and everything. where the hull would be going. So kind of had to, do quite a bit of sanding and everything. But you know what? That's why they create things like sandpaper and Dremel tool, grinding tools and everything and stuff, so that we can modify what we need to modify to get everything together. So, but one way or the other, it will fit. One way or the other, it will fit. It doesn't have to be some well-documented method of getting something to work. If you get it to work in one way or the other, then it worked. What's important is what it's going to look like in the end. So, here on, it is warp nacelle time. I know I keep mentioning that over and over again. Here are both my Bassar collectors, and I've been having to work like mad on the spinning cages on the insides to make sure that they're matching up and that they're not wobbling that much. I know that several people have actually had issues with the kit part spinning cage. It actually wobbles a little bit and stuff on some of the earlier models that were released, or that were produced in this long line of 1701-1350 kits. It kind of wobbled just a little bit and stuff, and I'm not gonna say these are 100% perfect, but having to build these, having to do the Bassar collectors without using any polar light supply lighting kit parts was really, really cool and everything. And I've been running these on and off for a while, so they actually have gotten a little bit more quieter than what they were when I first got them, and it's working out pretty well. Of course, the colors are much different, but hey, I like it. It looks really, really cool. I've actually had this shit mocked all the way up with one of the Bassar collectors in a nacelle sitting up there and with the saucer on top to show, see just how much, see what it was going to look like once it was completed. And I really, really do like it. So may get that mocked up here in just a little short update video to show what that looks like. So, but like I said, what's coming up next is getting some nacelles done and everything. Showed where I had the one end cap completed, still working on getting the other one done. It just takes a little bit of time being able to sit down there, grind this out, then cut this out, make sure it fits and everything and stuff. It's a lot harder than what it looks like, but it's also fun at the same time. And I got a lot of positive feedback on those end caps for this model kit too, so definitely will be using them on this kit. So, and before I forget, actually, well, first off, let me get the lights so we can see what this looks like with everything dark all around. Goes the main light, and just, that's cool. Get to clear up, and actually, let's kill, I got the TV going back there, let's kill that light, and if it will come into focus for us, which I'm hoping it does sooner or later. But really, really, really and truly, this really, really does look very, very good. I like it a lot, not gonna lie. Still trying to hope that this will come into focus here. So I tell you what, give me just one moment here while I work to get my camera into focus. I'll be back in just a moment so we can take a better look at this. Okay, so we won't be living with just total greatness on the focusing and everything, but we'll go along with that. We know what it looks like. It's actually doing pretty good right there and everything. But, like I said, this is absolutely a fantastic model kit. It goes together quite well, quite seamlessly and quite smoothly. It's very, very tight fit. I mean, you can mock this ship up and have it sitting there on just about friction alone. With just some tape going around certain parts and pieces and everything, just to make sure it doesn't just fall completely apart. But man, I would love it if they would retool the 1701A 1350 kit to fit together like this. It would just be absolutely amazing. But to have this kit out there and everything, I mean, this is the original Enterprise. This is where Star Trek began, and now we get to build this big beastie up, have a nice good piece of history for it. And you know what Star Trek has done for a lot of us. I know what it does for me. You know, when you're having a bad day, you come in, you watch an episode of Star Trek, and bam, you're feeling a whole lot better just for that 45 minutes or a couple of hours, depending on if you watch the movie or not. So, you know, I say bring forth more Trek, give it to us, you know. But as far as just putting this model kit together, it's just still fun as well. So let me get a little bit of light up in here so I can get some kind of focus going again, I'd hope. Eventually, and I guess not. So, but anyway though, like I said, next video gonna start working solely on those nacelles to get those completed and everything. Mine will be, you know, of course, I have the Bazaar collectors, have those new end caps, but also just cutting some clear styrene to fit inside of the pieces along the interior of the grills, and those will also be illuminated as well. I'm just not exactly sure 100% what color yet. So, but I will keep rocking forth on this kit along with a couple of others that I'm still working on. And before I hang up on this video, do want to give a shout out there to Blue Space Nazi 62. Said some nice things and stuff about the kit, and he's got a kit bash going right now. Guys, definitely hop over there, check it out. He does really cool, fantastic work and everything. And of course, I'm always a fan of kit bashes and making something totally different out of everything else that's out there, so we see something spot on new. So, but anyway, keep going on this model kit. Those of you out there building models, keep on building them, and I will be back at some point with another update on the 1350 TOS Enterprise. You guys have a wonderful week, and I will talk to you later.